In the whispering shadows of dreams, where reality blurs with the surreal, emerges the thrilling pulse of shadow dreams. Here, the extraordinary is ordinary, the uncanny, familiar. Tune in for a plunge into the depths of the unknown, where every heartbeat echoes anticipation. Every moment is a leap into the enigmatic. Welcome to Shadow Dreams, where the thrill of storytelling meets the mystery of the night. Stay curious, stay thrilled, stay tuned. In the sleepy veil of a typical Friday night, a group of thrill-seeking teenagers convened for a sleepover. The night was young, the air still warm yet infused with a crumb of crispness. The moon was a sliver of silver in the sky, casting a faint glow on the houses lined up on the suburban street. All were quiet, save for the echo of laughter and chatter from the far end of the road where the group of 7 close friends had gathered. The thrill-seekers, the adventurers, the dreamers. These were teenagers who rejected society's norm and craved the extraordinary. They had a lust for life that couldn't be quenched by the typical weekend activities, video games, and pizza. Their hearts beat like drums to the symphony of the unknown. They shared an insatiable appetite for mystery, a hunger that only the most unique experiences could sate. They lived in a small town where every day was as predictable as the one before. The humdrum of it all often left them yearning for something more, something exciting, something thrilling, something that could make their hearts pound in their chests. It was this shared yearning that led them to devise an unusual plan for their Friday night, a sleepover filled with secrets and scares, of ghost stories and dares. Their meeting place was the basement of their friend's house. This basement was a labyrinth of forgotten treasures, concealed by the dust of time. Each corner holding a relic of the dimness of the place was pierced only by a single weak bulb, casting long, ominous shadows on the walls. It was a place seldom visited, thus serving as the perfect setting for their chilling adventure. On this particular night, their bored eyes fell upon an antiquated book lying in an unexplored corner. The book was a stranger to them, an object they had never noticed before. The sight of it intrigued them. It was an old, weathered tome, its leather binding cracked and worn out by the relentless ravages of time. This binding, eerily reminiscent of human skin, was adorned with symbols and markings that danced with mystery and dread. Inside the book, a warning was inscribed. The words were written in what looked like dried blood, a stark contrast against the yellowing pages. "Do not read aloud from this book," it warned, a simple sentence that struck them with an unexpected fear. But this fear was strangely exciting too. It made their hearts thump louder, their blood pump faster. The fear was infectious, spreading among them like a virus, but it was too late to retreat now. The warning incited their adrenaline, sparked their curiosity, and pushed them further into the abyss of the unknown. Yet curiosity, that relentless puppeteer, tugged their strings. Some say curiosity is a dangerous thing, yet to these teenagers, it was the essence of their adventurous spirit. They could not simply turn away from this intriguing relic, this forbidden fruit. The more they pondered, the more their curiosity got the better of them. The warning seemed only to incite their intrigue further, stoking the fire within their hearts. They decided to read aloud, each taking a turn, believing it would be nothing more than an evening fright. As they began, their voices filled the room, the words echoing off the basement walls. The atmosphere thickened, their hearts pounded, and each word seemed to pull them deeper into the mystery. Little did these teenagers know, this would be an evening they would remember for the rest of their lives, an evening of thrill, mystery, fear, and unforgettable adventure. As the words echoed in the room, the air curdled, the atmosphere shifted, filling with a palpable dread. The ground beneath them convulsed violently, and an ominous rumble reverberated through the air. Fear crept into their eyes as they grasped the horrifying reality. They had summoned something malevolent. The book's 10 plagues began to unfold in their world. First, the moon bled, casting an eerie red glow across the landscape. Then, a dense fog rolled in, seemingly carrying the dead in its wake. As the plagues continued their relentless assault, the teenagers sought desperately to halt the chaos. Their frantic search led them to a chilling revelation. The book, the summoner of this pandemonium, had to be burnt to reverse the plagues. But the elusive tome seemed to possess a will of its own, appearing and disappearing at whim, as if mocking their desperate attempts. With each passing moment, the plagues escalated, each one deadlier than the last. Time and options dwindled for the teenagers as they raced to locate the book and extinguish the havoc they had unwittingly unleashed. In a final, desperate act, they found the book and set it ablaze. But the flames danced around the book, leaving it untouched. The words once read aloud demanded a tribute, a human blood sacrifice, to appease the dark powers bound to the book. The final, devastating plague was unleashed, the release of fallen angels, banished from heaven for their rebellion. With their emergence came a deadly gas, claiming the lives of 144,000. As the night descended into chaos and the consequences of their actions bore down upon them, the question remained, what would they do next to stop this horror they had invited? Only time would tell.
In the shadowy realm of storytelling, where victory and defeat are mere whispers away, we journey. You've been tuned into Shadow Dreams, where every story is a pulse-racing thrill. As the echoes fade, remember, in the game of life, the only sure bet is the courage to dream. Until our next thrilling venture into the shadows, stay bold, stay daring, stay dreaming.